Could have.
Oh, yes, you could have lots of fun. All right, so welcome to second service, followers of the way. I want to talk tonight about the Lord's Prayer, and this is found in Matthew. Let's get there. Matthew chapter 6, verses 9 through 15. Give and take. Give and take a bit. And the reason I want us to do this is we've looked at the 23rd Psalm and rewrote that. We rewrote that, personalized it, so that it could speak to us directly. The 23rd Psalm, I'm not a shepherd, so some of the language that was written for a shepherd doesn't really fit for me. So by rewriting it or translating it into something that works for me, it's more personal for me. It works for me. And the first line of that was, "The Lord is my pack leader." That works for me, you know. So we're going to do the same kind of process tonight. We're going to look at Matthew 6, verses 9 through 14, 15-ish. And we're going to try to make this so that it fits for you. It doesn't matter if it fits for me. It has to fit for you. This is your communication with Divine Source. And the real reason is because Jesus was trying to teach them how to pray. And I find it interesting that a lot of religions will just recite this prayer over and over and over and over and over and over. And Jesus didn't say, recite this prayer. He said, pray like this. So we're going to look at the pattern that he set up, and we'll set up our own prayer based on this pattern. So in verse 9 he says, pray then this way, our Father who art in heaven. Oh man, that's loaded. That's loaded. And you know, I think I forgot the other microphone. Oh well, we'll just pass this one out. First of all, many of us did not have an earthly father that portrayed loving kindness and support and encouragement and protection. And so our Father, meaning Divine Father, is going to be tainted with our physical experience of that. So the ideal here is Father as protector. Father as that divine nurturer of our soul. The divine role of Father is to encourage and challenge and protect a child so it can grow up strong and be the person it's meant to be. But maybe the word Father doesn't fit for you. So what in your soul of soul, your heart of hearts, can you use instead of that? Sometimes usually for the communion, I say, loving spirit of light. What could you call that divine protector for yourself? What terms could you use? What words could you use? Ponder that. Ponder that for just a second. And I want to read to you out of 1 John. I like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. They're really kind of fun. Out of 1 John, verse 5. This is the message we have heard from him, meaning Jesus, and announced to you, that God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all. He's light. And this morning we read also in 1 John that God is love, and perfect love casts out fear. Because fear involves punishment. And if there is no fear, there is no punishment. So God is not a punishing God. So what words can we use for that? In chapter 3 of 1 John also it says, see how great a love the Father has bestowed upon us, that we should be called children of God. For such we are. For this reason the world does not know us, because it didn't know him. Beloved, now we are children of God. And it has not yet appeared as yet what we shall be. We know that when he appears, we shall be just like him, because we shall see him just as he is. And everyone who has this hope fixed upon him purifies himself just as he is pure. Pure love, pure light, all the time. There's no darkness. So what words would you use? Instead of our Father, what words would you use? Maybe our Father is just fine for you, and that's great. What other suggestions do we have? Source. And for you, that's the source of everything. Sustenance, courage, hope, all of it.
Nothing that it's not. There is nothing it is not.
There is nothing it is not. I'm repeating for the camera. Source. To you, that source. What else? What else could that be? Mystery. Oh, the Native Americans refer to Creator as mystery. The mystery. Great mystery. Who can know? Who can understand all of that?
I say loving great spirit.
Loving great spirit. Absolutely. I don't think there's a wrong way. Because this is about pray like this. And it starts with a salutation. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? And that's merely what that is. And having words that will reflect that back to you, reflect that back to me, make it more personal, make it more real. Make it real. So that's just the Our Father part. Who art in heaven. What's heaven? Mystery. Father of mysteries from the mystery. Great mystery. What's heaven? Realm of spirit. And what is spirit like? What is that realm like? You'll know when you get there. Again, the mystery. The mystery.
For me, I would change that to who is with me always.
Who is with me always. Mm-hmm. Because
Whether I'm
we
in heaven
are here.
wherever.
Yeah. Well, he's
No
omnipresent.
separation.
Absolutely. There's heaven is that. You know, have you ever been on a vacation and go, oh, this is heaven? Heaven is that place, whether a physical place or just a state of being, like you're talking about, where there's no worry, there's no fear, there's no concern, it's all good. And that heaven can be right here, right now, or that heaven can be in the great beyond. Or both. Or both, as the case may be. Anything else on that? Marcia, you look like you have something to say. On okay. You were just sparkling over there, so I just wanted to make sure that I acknowledged you if you had something that you wanted to.
The one thing too is to go back to the one before, source energies.
Source energy. Yeah. Because the body without the spirit is dead. The spirit lives on when this physical form perishes. So that spirit, that energy, that life force energy. You're right.
Something else, pure to heaven.
Pure, pure heaven. Absolutely. Just thinking about that, doesn't that make you feel wonderful? You know, I can read this and go la 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 la, recite, recite, recite. But if I think about, oh, that vacation was pure heaven, and I can get myself back in that state of being, I'm more connected. I'm more connected. So I think this first part of this pattern is connect in. Connect in. Who are you talking to? Hi, Josie, how you doing? If I'm just, well, hi, how you doing? I don't really care who you are. I'm just talking out here to the wind. You know, it's hard to have connection. It's hard to have communication. But when I speak your name, when I communicate with you, I acknowledge you, then we're linked in. We can have this dialogue. We can have an energetic connection. So who are you talking to? And not only who you're talking to, but get that feeling. If we approach divine source, God, higher power, all it is, whatever that might be for you, in this place of fear, we're not on the same level. Because perfect love casts out fear. So if we're in that state of awe and bliss, then we're more connected. Now it's a challenge to get there when life gets in the way. We can have physical pain, we can have emotional pain, we can have stress, which is mental pain. We can have spiritual pain because we may not know what we're supposed to be doing or how we're supposed to get there. Not that there's a supposed to. Wherein lies the problem. But when we have pain, it's hard for us to recapture that bliss or be in that state of awareness where we can be willing to get in that state of being. So I think this is asking us to be willing to step into that state of being. Meet God halfway. Maybe I'm not there yet, but let me recall a blissful moment, or let me get in that state of being. Oh, okay. And that's when it's beautiful. That's when that deep connection happens. Hallowed be thy name. What does the word hallowed mean? Do you know? Sacred. Sacred. So, hallowed be thy name. Now the name, God, higher power, whatever that is for you, source, whatever word you've chosen, is sacred. And maybe it's only sacred to you, but it's sacred. And by referring to it as sacred, we are honoring and acknowledging the energetic signature. Your name is your energetic signature. Anybody take a minute to look up your name? Okay. I looked up a couple because I wasn't sure who was going to be. Yes. Mine, I believe, is God is gracious. What was yours, Josie? That's yours too, yes. She's got a list.
He will enlarge our meaning, the Lord increases.
The Lord increases. Did you look up yours by any chance?
Beloved.
Beloved. Oh, how sweet is that? Shannon, yours and mine are the same. God is gracious.
Mine is lifeline.
Really?
Yes, that's big.
In the source I looked up, said
Yeah.
God is gracious.
It's
It's the wise one, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah, I used to look up names when I was years ago, and I was like, that's not right.
Unless, of course, it is.
It is.
Just took a little while to acquire. Because that's how wisdom is.
Oh, really?
Yes. Did you find yours, Jenny?
Josie looked it up for me.
Yes.
It's really very interesting, because now that I'm thinking about it, it worries me.
It worries you, okay.
It's essentially kind of an ancient Roman, maybe derived from Latin, meaning maiden or virgin, but then it says, according to legend, Virginia was a Roman girl who was killed by her father in order to save her from seduction by the corrupt government official Appius Claudius Crassus.
So it's
If I
a,
was going to be taking my cue from that kind of father, I'd really be in trouble.
so our Father would not be a phrase you would use.
Not
But it's
that our father.
Okay, but what does virgin mean? It means
pure. And it's, well, how about this? Childlike wonder. See, you can tag onto that one, can't
I
you?
like that one, yeah.
If you change things,
Yeah, childlike wonder. Why not?
I remember looking my name up before, yeah, Catherine, here.
Pure. Wonderful. Marcia, did you do yours?
Oh, yes, we've had fun doing this this afternoon.
Oh, good.
Marcia is derived from Latin meaning dedicated to Mars, and also
That's
proud warrior-like
Proud warrior-like.
It's this.
Awesome. Yeah. Susan, I remember looking yours up, but I don't remember what it was.
My name is actually Linda Susan, so
Mm.
it's beautiful rose.
Beautiful, oh, right, 'cause one was a beautiful rose. Love that. Kindle, and it means?
Handsome Prince of the Valley.
Ooh. And you can attest to that. Wonderful.
No, it's not, I just told you that. We like it. Really good.
Handsome Prince of the Valley. I love that.
Heidi is French and or German, and said maybe it was
Noble. Interesting thing about your name and its meanings is that when we sign our name to something, it's legal, it's binding, it's our energetic signature, it's who we are. Our first name is that the name of, doing numerology, your first name is your soul name, your soul path, which came here to do, which came here to be about. Your middle name is like bonus energy, and then your last name is what your family was all about. So if you're married into a family, you have the energy of your family of origin, your maiden name, and you have the energy of your family. The energetic structure that accompanies those names gives us energy, gives us strength, gives us energy. How we respond to life also is our energetic signature. Because there can be 10 Marys in a room, 10 Sharons in a room, 10 Janices in a room, and they'll all be different. It's the energetic signature of that person that makes them unique, makes them who they really are. And the energetic signature of who you are and what you do is so profound that when people recall your name or speak your name, they activate your energetic structure. Have you ever felt it when somebody was mad at you and you knew it? And you knew they were talking about you behind your back and you felt yucky? Because they had used your name and they had derided it. And so your energetic structure of who you are took a hit energetically. Your name is precious and you want your name to mean something. It's your heritage, it's your birthright, and it's your legacy. So when people speak your name, everything that you are goes with that.